guys, I hope you're doing well. It is 5:30 p.m. on a Monday evening. I'm about to start reading romance only for the following week. I honestly don't even want this intro to be long because I just want to get started. So I'm a fantasy girly to my core, a romantasy girly specifically to my core. That is my main genre. That is a genre I mainly read. However, I do like a romance. I'm not obsessed with them, and some of the booktok romances I'm not as big of a fan of because I don't really like a contemporary romance necessarily, where it's kind of a meet cute, it's set in a sort of average atmosphere. For example, say a couple meet on a train. Don't care, not interested in it. Normal People I read years ago and I hated it because it hurt me too much. So it's kind of like, I like a romance when there's another element. I like a witchy romance. I like a romance with something fun. I like a romance with cowboys. You know, if it's got some sort of theme or something extra added, I like it more. However, this week I'm going to read any romance that comes up. Physical books, I will now be reading romance, and I'm starting with the Chestnut Springs series. No, I haven't read it yet. I know, I need to. Everyone talks about it. I now have all of the books, so we're just going to get started. I haven't started it yet. I've literally put the bookmark in chapter 1. I've just finished work. I'm genuinely just gonna get started. I'm gonna see how it goes. So we've got 7 days. Now, I normally read like an average like 2 to 3, normally 3 books a week. Lately, it's been quite a lot because I've been reading quite quickly because it's like my main hobby. If I'm really busy, obviously it's less. I don't have too many plans this week other than work and the weekend. So yeah, I might have to do some book shopping if I go through this quickly because I've got 5 books and I might end up, if they are really good, like the 5 stars that everyone says they are, I might end up reading like 1 a day, maybe even 2 a day. So if that's the case, I may need to go back into town and do some more book shopping and buy some more romance books. I would like to get more romance books on my TBR anyway, because at the minute I only really have Chestnut Springs and like 2 other romance books. So yeah, I'm excited, but I also do love reading romance after I've had like really intense books. Like I've had a lot of high fantasy lately, so it feels nice to just go into some romance. I'm so excited for this one. If you don't know much about Chestnut Springs series, then this is great because we're going through this together. If you do know much, I'm excited to see what I think. I have extremely high expectations because I have not seen a single bad review or comment. I saw one review basically saying it was slightly cringy and they just didn't like it, but that is all I've seen. I've seen constant people going on about how great it is. So if I don't like it, I feel like I'm the problem. Do you know what I mean? So we're just gonna see. But yeah, if I really do love it, I probably will read them very quickly. Hi everyone. Oh my god, it's so dark. Okay, let's turn this little light on. Is that better? No, that is not. That is worse. Oh my god, it feels weird having my bedside light on in the morning. Anyway, it is currently 7:40. I woke up 20 minutes ago. And I am now ready. I am ready for the work day. I have my outfit on for the office. I have my makeup on, hair. I'm all ready to go. Normally, I go gym every weekday morning. I haven't this morning. I was supposed to do arms and cardio, but I just wanted to give myself a break. I think it's good to give yourself a break when you're training hard. And lately, I don't know, I've just been a bit anxious in the mornings and working out doesn't help me personally with anxiety. So I was like, right, well, if I'm in the one day I'm in the office today, I'm just gonna have a chill morning because otherwise I'll be anxious by the time I'm in the office. Last time I was in the office, I wasn't feeling great, went to the gym and then had like a panic attack. So, you know, we're not doing that today. We're gonna go for our mental health over physical right now. Okay, this is the point. So I read this last night and read it to go to sleep, and I am on page 264. Okay, so I'm over halfway through. I've got 150 pages left, less than that. I'm gonna finish this morning. I know I will because there's not many pages left, and I literally now have like 40 minutes to just sit and read. So even though I wasn't planning on going to the gym this morning anyway, and I was planning on spending my morning reading anyway because for my mental health, I would have done it anyway because this is like, yeah. Now I know that this was going to be good, so I'm not shocked, I'm not surprised, I'm not that like excited because I know it's going to be good. I don't think it's more than a 4.5 stars. I don't like the man. I don't like Rhett very much, and he's not really growing on me. I can see the chemistry between the characters at least, but I'm not a fan of him, so this is definitely gonna not be my favourite out of the series. However, I don't really see anyone talk about Rhett. I see everyone talk about the other characters and how much they like the other characters, the other men in the other books. So that makes me think that a lot of people agree that he's not the best. Like, he's fine, but he's just not my favourite. Like, I'm not vibing with him. I do find with this one that it picked up halfway through. I was like, this is okay, but I'm not that crazy about it. And I got to like the 200th page, which is quite far in, but like I said, everyone seems to think this isn't the best book, so fine. And it was when I got like halfway through that I was like, oh, okay, I'm interested in, I really don't want to put this down now. I don't know what it was, but something just clicked that made me go, oh, I actually really, really am rooting for this couple, whether before I for some reason just didn't care. Okay, I've just finished it. I don't know. I mean, when I was reading it, there was some bits that I'm like, oh god, the words that the author uses and like the terms make me cringe a little bit. There were a lot of cringy moments, and like, yeah, and the epilogue was cute, but it was also like, god, like, this man is rabid. Like, he cannot be controlled. But overall it was good, so I'm gonna actually say it's a 4 stars. I thought it would be higher, but after I got excited about it, it didn't really go anywhere. There was a good plot, there was some good emotional bits, but yeah, I think it all just basically ties down to I don't really like the man that much, and I didn't like the way he spoke and stuff. But anyway, other than that though, I really did enjoy the story, and I definitely couldn't put it down. So the next one is Heartless. So I'm going to read Heartless next, but I don't think I'm going to start it today because I need to go soon. So I'm just going to go on my phone for a bit before I leave. But yeah, I'm excited to start that sometime later. Hey everyone, I'm in the same spot as I was earlier. I just look rough because all my makeup has come off because I'm about to take it off and redo it. But I just needed to say, so I've come home from work, I've started this, I've got a bit of time before I need to get ready. So I've started it, I'm on page 60. I don't know what it is that I'm missing. I liked the first one because I was interested in the story and couldn't really put it down, but the actual writing itself I did find really cringy. I did not like the male main character. I didn't like certain words, like the way it was spoken about, things like that. It felt somewhat fanfiction-y in the way it was written. However, I know romance is kind of, a lot of it is like that anyway. I know it's obviously not going to be like Jane Austen, so I get it. Reading this one now, this is with Cade. Now, I hated Cade in the first book. He was an arsehole for no reason. And to be honest, so was the first guys. Why are all the men arseholes for no reason? I mean, the other ones don't seem that bad so far, so maybe I'll prefer their books. But why have we started the 2 books with the 2 arseholes? I presume he will grow on me. But yeah, I'm not... It's making it a bit painful because I don't like him. This one is a single dad sort of trope, and the woman is the nanny. One thing I will say about the series so far is I'm loving the women. The women are made so wonderfully and are written so well and so good, and I love the strong women in the series, and that is what's keeping me going. I'm not a fan of the men so far, but maybe the others will be better. Okay, I'm at page 197. We're officially halfway through. It's okay. What I will say is the pacing is pretty quick with these, at least. So, you know, a lot happens and they're fun. But I've seen a lot of people say how great like Elsie's writing is and all of this, and I don't know. I'm not sure the writing is amazing. There's something about it that is, I don't want to put it down, but I wouldn't say that it's like, you know, amazingly done. I don't know. I can't judge, can I? I'm not a writer. I want to be, but I'm not. I'm ready. I got my cowboy boots on. Let's go. Morning. I am off to the gym to do legs. Although my muscles are still so sore from 2 days ago. I didn't stretch properly after Monday's workout. I just forgot. So we're going to see what I can do. If I only end up doing like 2 exercises, fine. I'm just going to do what I can. I'm not going to push myself too much. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Good morning, everyone. I feel really weird not having earrings in. I feel like I look naked, but anyway. I had a nice morning. I did leg day at the gym. I nearly wasn't going to because my muscles were hurting so much, but it's okay. I did it. Well done, Ames. Smashed it. And I did a good amount of stretching afterwards. I'm now about to start work, and I've got my book next to me so I can pick it up on my lunch break. I might go on a walk in my lunch break, wander around, I don't know. It's, you know, it's good to get steps in, wander around, break up the day, but also I am very tired. I don't know if it will hurt my muscles more if I go on a walk. I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be an easy day today. Not much plans tonight. I had a nice night last night, and then I came back and read more of this, and I now have like 100 pages left. I'm enjoying it. It's okay. The male main character is growing on me, although he's definitely not. He seems to be a lot of people's favourites, this guy, and he's definitely not going to be my favourite, but whatever. The other characters still seem nice, so I'm excited for their books. I feel like I'm kind of just pushing through these first two to get to the others, and I'm hoping that they'll be better. Okay, glasses are on for the day. That means she's staying inside for pretty much the rest of the day. I'm going to now eat my lunch and do some reading if I get the chance. But yeah, we're going to chill for a little bit in bed. I'm really enjoying just chilling in bed right now. I normally chill on the sofa and spend like all day on the sofa. But I don't know, lately, this is the one. Okay, update. I have just been lying in bed for a little bit reading. I had a lovely lunch. I'm now about to get back to work, but I have finished Heartless. I can't even remember the name. Heartless. I gave it a 4 stars. Is it a 4.25? I don't know. I do think it was better than Reckless, and I'm now wishing I gave Reckless a lower score. I feel like for me, Reckless was maybe a 3.75, and then Heartless was maybe a 4. I did like Cade at the end. He got better, and I just really loved his kid. He was really well written. He was a really nice kid in it, and it was really refreshing and cute. And I think that honestly helped me keep reading. It was good, and Willow was also a great character, so I think the characters were maybe a bit stronger and this one maybe a bit more fleshed out, so that was good. However, yeah, it went as you'd expect, and it was fun, and it was good, so yeah, 4 stars. Am I gonna ever think about it again? No, but I've never had that with a romance book before. I've never had a romance book where I put it down, I'm like, oh, I miss that world, I miss those characters, I miss those people. So, you know. Now on to Powerless. I've just read the prologue. It was actually 2 pages. But I need to get back to work, so I'm gonna start reading this when I finish work. I'm gonna literally put it next to me so I can pick it up as soon as I finish, because I don't know if it's the series that I'm just excited to read, or if it's just the fact that I'm enjoying reading at the minute. And you know what I mean? I don't want to put a book down. I think it's maybe that, because if there was any other book I was starting right now, I'd be excited to start it. So, I don't know. It is now 6 p.m. I'm so tired. I finished work. I've called my mum. I've updated her. I've got my cozy, look how cute these little poodles. Oh my gosh. I've got my cozy blanket hoodie thing on because it's very cold. And I'm gonna read. So yeah, it's 6 p.m. My food is in the oven. I'm really, really hungry today. I think I absolutely smashed it in the gym this morning, and it's made me so hungry. So food in the oven. I'm gonna start reading Powerless and play some ambiance on my TV. Some autumnal ambiance. It feels funny reading this series now because it feels very summery. You can't really tell what season it's set in, but it feels summery, cowboy, like that's a summer vibe. So it feels a bit funny reading it now, so that might also be why it feels a bit odd. I'm excited to read some more cozy autumnal books after I finish this series. Okay, update. I'm on page 130. I have read that in one go. My food isn't even finished yet. It's been less than half an hour. This is amazing. This is really, really good. I am loving this so far. I'm loving Jasper so much. I really struggle to like books, but especially romance books, when I don't even like the protagonists. Like, I don't know how people even read those. Like, I don't get how people do it. The fact that I love Jasper so much, and I really like Sloane as well, so the 2 main characters I really like, is definitely helping, and now I'm loving it and loving the writing and loving the storyline. Jasper is also a really great character. He's really emotionally developed in the sense of like The way he's written, he's got emotion, he's got a backstory, he's very well developed, and it's an emotional ride for him, and I'm loving it so far. This one, I can see the hype, okay? I can see how this may be 5 stars, but we will see, we will wait and see. I don't know what else is gonna happen, but the pacing of it, the plot, what's happening, the characters, loving it. Absolutely, don't want to put it down. I'm on a page 130 and I haven't stopped. I'm only stopping now so that I can eat. And then I think I honestly will maybe even finish this tonight. Definitely like tomorrow morning. Oh my God. That was something. That is up there with one of the best romance books I've ever read. And honestly, if you asked me what's the best romance book you've ever read, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So it might even be the top. I don't know. I've not read many romance books, to be fair. It's just so nice. I mean, there could have been maybe a couple more plot points. The plot did kind of dry up near the end, but I just loved, I didn't care. I didn't need, this is the thing. I'm such a believer in the plot sometimes isn't even as important as the characters. If you can make the characters amazing and have a good plot to start with, if your plot starts to fall off, it's still perfect. Not for everyone, but for me personally, for me, stories are about the characters. And I liked Sloane, I liked the female main character. She was well written, but I mean, I still prefer Willa from the last one, the second one. I still think she was a more fun character. But, oh my gosh, Jasper in this, he's up there as a book boyfriend. He's like the only book boyfriend I have that isn't a fantasy one. I'm tempted to give this 5 stars. I don't know, because the problem is, like I said, you know, with 5 stars, I like to be able to feel like I'm lost in the world and like I don't want to leave that world. And I do kind of feel like that, like I want to know more about their story, but mainly just Jasper. I just want to read like more about Jasper. I want to read a whole other novel with more background on Jasper, and is he going to have a happy life? I presume he does, but I want to know for sure. Good morning, it is Thursday. Today is kind of a chill day for me, but essentially it is my last day of work this week. I didn't go to the gym this morning, and it's fine. I think I'm just obviously skipping arms this week. I mean, I could potentially go down later and do it, I'm not sure, but I did this morning not go because, again, yeah, I'm feeling a bit rough. And my whole body is still aching from legs. I shouldn't have done legs yesterday. So I was like, I could go down and do arms, but I normally do cardio on a treadmill, and I'm like, I don't even think I could do a half an hour walk on the treadmill right now. I'm in so much pain. So instead we're gonna do yoga later. But anyway, it's gonna be a nice day of finishing my work for the week, and then this evening I'm gonna read. I can start Reckless. This is such a similar cover to Flawless. I keep nearly saying Flawless, but that was the first one. Okay, I've just run out on my lunch break and I have my first pumpkin spice frappe of the year. Oh my god, it's just so autumnal. It's not even the pumpkin, it's more just like the spices, I think, that make it so autumnal. But anyway, I'm gonna drink that, have some food, have my lunch, and then yeah, maybe plan my little TBR job. Other than that, just have a little hour of chilling. Hi guys, it is now 6:30. I finished work. I worked a bit later today because I'm off tomorrow, so I had some things to do and to sort out before I went. In terms of the evening, obviously nothing planned. My food is in the oven. It'll take 25 minutes. I made some TBR jars on my lunch break. This is my TBR prompt jar. So the plan is for this one, I will pick prompts that are for my physical TBR, so like will help me get through my TBR quicker if I can't decide or if I don't want to mood read or whatever. And I think this will stay like this because I think I'm going to replace each one, put it back in. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's fun. This one is smaller because this is my book bingo jar. So this just has 25 different prompts that I need to tick off of my book bingo, which I'm going to start in a few weeks. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I finish the book bingo. There's no like time. I'm not going to finish it by the end of the year. Absolutely not, because there's 25 books there. And this is more buying, because like, for example, if I pick one out and it says read a book with a blue cover, well, okay, if I don't have that on my physical TBR, I'm going to have to go out and get it. So book bingo, I'm gonna do more when I wanna buy a book, and every few weeks I'm gonna do a few days of book bingo challenge, picking one out, finding a book, whatever.
Polished performance. So satisfying. It's almost worth making a mess for. And top choices when comparing car insurance online.
Guys, it is 10:30. I have showered, I'm ready for bed, and I have been sat here reading. I am on page 305. I have like 90 pages left. Theo Silva, The Man That You Are. Love him. I've gotten over the fact that I didn't like the female main character to begin with. I can see she's kind of redeemed herself. I can see why she is that way and blah, blah, blah. So yes. Happy, love the male main character Theo. He's so funny and cute. Really enjoying it. So yeah, not much left, but excited. And yeah, and then we'll be on to the last one. So I'm gonna leave this now for the rest of tonight because I'm so tired. But I will be finishing this tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning, not sure. Yeah, exciting. And I'm hopefully gonna buy more romance books tomorrow, but we'll see what we can find. Okay, I'm back from Winchester. You can see half my makeup's come off. I'm so tired. I have water. I have a pret sandwich and a cinnamon bun. So I'm ready to get into bed. Bit cozy, have some lunch. I have some content to film that I was gonna film today. But one, I'm back later than I thought I would be. It's like 2:30 now. I need to eat first anyway. And also half my makeup has come off. And it's Friday, my day off, whether tomorrow and Sunday, I have nothing planned. So, I don't know. I'll see how I feel after eating. But if I don't feel like filming content today, I'll do look rough, maybe not, then it's fine, I can just film it tomorrow. So it's not the end of the world, I'll just do a content day tomorrow instead and have the rest of the day to chill. So yeah, eating lunch, I obviously got the brie and bacon baguette and reading Hopeless. So I finished Reckless last night, pretty much basically read it in one day. Good, I really loved Theo, I loved the male main character, and the female main character definitely grew on me, I didn't mind her at the end. The actual plot itself, I didn't really care about as much, so I rated it at 4 stars. But I really liked Theo, and it was fun, and it was definitely probably the most fun out of them all. I'm now on to the final one. Now this guy is ex-military, and he has a lot of trauma, and I actually think that makes me like it more because I find the character development is often better when there's trauma, like real life things that happen to people. There's depth to characters and backstory. But the actual plot itself, it's going okay. I'm halfway through already, I read it this morning. So we're definitely gonna finish this today. And I bought some more books today, but you will see them in my haul, which will be a couple videos after this one. How cute is this mug, by the way? I got it for £2 in Lidl, and it's like a little Halloweeny one. But I thought it's quite witchy, it's quite cool. Anyway. It is the evening. What time is it? Like 7? Oh my god, it's 7:03. Okay, I need to have dinner. I had a late lunch, so I'm not that hungry. A little update since those last sort of clips. I did some reading in bed. I napped for an hour because I woke up in the night, so I needed to catch up. And just chilled on my phone after I came home. And so yeah, I didn't make the content, but it's okay. I was not feeling confident within myself, and the problem is if I make loads of content when I'm not, at least content with how I look, like I'm never really happy, but you know what I mean? Like, and if I'm not content with how I look, then I end up just re-recording it or just not posting it, so it's a complete waste of time. So I think I needed to chill today. Tomorrow I will spend the morning creating content. There's not a load I have to do, it's just some TikToks. I want to talk about the books I've read this week in some reviews while they're fresh in my mind. And I need to film my YouTube haul. I actually didn't buy that much today though. I did already buy some stuff that I want to show in the haul, but I thought I'd buy more today, but I didn't. So I'm gonna look in the works tomorrow at like 9 AM just gonna run to the works, see what's there, pick a few things up, probably, and then come back, film that haul, film some TikToks. I need to take some pictures because I've got a couple pieces of clothing from Pepper Mayo, who I have an ongoing gifted collaboration with, which are amazing, really nice pieces, so I'll show you those. I need to take pictures in them, and yeah, and just in general have a little content day. And then for the rest of tomorrow, we'll be editing and reading and whatever. As for tonight, I don't really know what I want to do, you know, when you just don't know. So we have Hopeless here. I have now like 60 pages left, if that, so really not a lot. It will take me half an hour to finish this, but I don't know what I want to do. Like, part of me, I've just spent some time on my phone planning, scheduling my posts, my Instagram posts for the week. I do that every Friday night, so that was productive. I'm in the mood to kind of like do some book journaling in my book journal. I don't know what though. Like, I want to add some pages to my book journal. Normally I just write reviews and stuff, which I've done before, things like that, but I don't know, I just kind of want to make some little extra fun pages. I don't know what with, maybe just some bookish doodles, I don't know. But then also I want to make more Spotify playlists. I've been making some Spotify playlists lately. I really want to make a Spotify playlist or a Pinterest board, but I don't know what on. Like, I don't have an idea. Like, normally if I'm like, oh, slight idea of a new aesthetic or new thing, I'm like, okay, Pinterest board, Spotify playlist. But I don't have anything I can think of to make that. Like, my playlists and boards are so good right now and so carefully created that I literally can't think of anything else to make. But I'm in that mood, you know. I think I'm basically just in a creative mood. I want to physically do something. I want to make something, but I am also tired, so I don't want to do anything too crazy. Like, I don't want to write, for example. I think what I'll do is I probably should have my pizza now because I don't want to have it too late. So I'll put the food on, I'll watch some TV for a bit and eat my pizza and then see how we feel. But we will definitely finish this tonight because it won't take long. We will then start a new romance book. I will talk about the series as a whole to finish it up. And then, yeah, we will start a new romance. And yeah. Pizza and all the lights are off. It's just the little fairy lights on. It's that kind of evening. Also, if you don't watch Will and Jim, what are you doing?
What makes you feel most... Guys.
Hey Queens, it is 8:30 on Friday night. Oh no, it's 8:45. I finished Hopeless, which is the last book in the Chestnut Springs series. Now, I've talked about each book individually, so I'm going to leave it there. The ending was fine, they all ended very happily, so as you know, what you expect. My overall rating for the series, I'm going to say 4 stars. I'm feeling generous, so 4 stars, potentially 3.75, but I think 4 stars personally, especially because I'd say that in general out of the books I've read, it's a 4 stars. However, if we're going purely by romance, it probably is my favourite romance series I've read, although I've only really read a few. I haven't read that many, so in that case it would be like a 4.5 stars. I think, you know, the books were predictable, you know they're going to end well, you know where they're going to go, but to be honest, with a romance particularly, I like that. I like knowing it's going to end well. There's no worry, there's no fear when reading it. And if you want a cozy romance that is fun and naughty and childish in some way, like just a mix of all sorts of different things, like they're not exactly, you know, like I said, they're not Jane Austen, but if you want a fun, flirty, but also still feels quite young and easily written romance series, then I do think that that's ideal. And like I said, you know, some books are better than others. Powerless is probably one of my favourite romance books I've ever read, and I'd argue definitely my favourite romance book I've read this year. So I think basically you need to read the whole series to kind of work out what works for you. But I think that within the series there is a trope in each one that you will find one that you love. I also think if you're looking to get into romance, I think it's a good series because I'm not a romance girly, but I enjoyed them. And am I now in a mood to read lots of romance? Yeah, like I thought reading romance for a week this video, I thought I might find it not hard, it's obviously not hard, but I thought I wouldn't find it as fun as when I'm reading my normal fantasy. But actually, I think I'm going to start doing this regularly. I'm just going to switch between romance and fantasy a lot more. I think I will definitely be reading a lot more romances purely for easier reads that are maybe more fun. I definitely haven't had to think as much while reading these, because obviously there's no world building, there's not really any politics and stuff like that within most romances. So that's my thoughts so far. We still have a few days left of doing this. It might be that it gets to Tuesday and I am sick of it, we'll see. But anyway, we now have the next book. So this is Do Your Worst by Rosie Dannon. Now this is barely 300 pages, so this will take me a couple hours to read if it's good. So I will definitely finish this tomorrow. I picked this up for literally £1 on sale in the works. So this could be really bad, like the fact that it was on sale for £1, I'm a bit nervous. But I don't know, I haven't really read any reviews, and it seems like a fun romance. I don't have extremely high expectations, do you know what I mean? I'm not expecting it to be really deep, because it feels like a fun, kitschy romance. This is the synopsis, or the blurb. Riley Rhodes finally has the chance to turn her family's knack for the supernatural into a legitimate business when she's hired to break the curse on an infamous Scottish castle. First off, love that. Love that it's set in a Scottish castle. I've always wanted to go to Scotland, Edinburgh, and go to a castle. Yes, England has some great castles, but Scottish castles, amazing setting, perfect for October, I think. Good morning, ignore my spots. I seem to have had about 4 extra grow overnight. But anyway, I just quickly popped into town. It's Saturday morning. I popped in to do some shopping. I didn't get too much though. I picked up a cinnamon bun, which looks absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna sit here, eat that, and just go on my phone for a little bit, chill. I'm a bit behind. Because I went to town a bit later than I expected, but it's fine. I've got loads of time, I've got the whole day to film, and it's really nice and sunny. So I'm gonna chill for a little bit, probably till like 11, and then do my makeup and start shooting some content. Hey, okay, it is 3 p.m. I've not done anything productive. I've not edited or anything. I've napped. I've just got back into reading this. I'm like 50 pages in. Not a fan because it's insta-love, and I don't like insta-love unless it's like just the man falls first or just one of them falls first, and it's not. I can do with like insta-love where it's not then acted on for ages and it's like brooding for ages or something, but like I'm on page 24. Actually, I'm not even 50 pages in. I'm on page 24 and they've kissed. Like they've just met at a bar and they've kissed. And that just doesn't do it for me. Like, why am I reading a romance book where they've kissed already? Like, it's pretty obvious that they're now going to end up together at the end of it. I presume that, so like, what am I now reading the 200 pages for? Like, I don't know. Anyway, so she wants to break this curse in this castle. His dad has a bad reputation as like some archaeologist or whatever, so they're gonna try and help each other, but I think he just doesn't really want to. But yeah, I don't know, I was quite surprised at that. I'm not a huge fan of that. That was chapter 2 I've just finished. But anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna quickly make a snack because I'm hungry, and yeah, keep reading. I'm not gonna do any editing because I'll edit tomorrow, so the rest of today will literally just be chilling, doing what I want. Am I gonna take content? No, I don't think so. But again, it's only like 3:30, so I'm gonna keep reading, have a little snack, see how I feel. The sun is still out, it's really nice and sunny, so I could take some content, but I won't take any like of me. It would just be like maybe flat lays of some books or whatever, but I'll see. Guys, it's a DNF. It's a DNF, I'm sorry. I love this cover, by the way. I actually quite like it, it's quite cute. I'm on page 141 and I've just decided I can't take it. Now, even though it's a DNF, it's not awful. I think if you're a really big romance gal and you like the insta-love trope, I think you will like this, but I don't love the insta-love trope. And to be honest, I didn't see much, like, I need tension, okay, in a romance. I need to feel like I can feel their attraction to each other, yeah? And I need there to be some form of stakes, where it kind of feels like I can't feel the tension that much. Like, yeah, they're attracted to each other because they kissed already on the first time they met each other, but other than that, it's a bit stale. Hey, you are currently on my rug. Right, this here is a little pile of romance books. Let's go through them. So we could go for something like an ornithologist guides to love. This is about basically two people that find this rare bird and they love each other. And I think it's got some elements of fantasy in it, I'm not sure, maybe a little bit, but it's sort of mainly romance. That could be an option to sort of get me back into romancing, not sure. Then we have these. We have the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which I think I will like because I loved the first one, Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and this one is also very autumnal, so it might be nice to read it now, soon, while it's still, you know, October, November. Love at First Night seems fun, but again, like, do I want to save that for a fun, easy read and one that's maybe a bit less autumnal? Maybe. Training the Heart, this is like I either could or I couldn't. This is a cowboy romance, so do I want to go and have another cowboy romance after Chestnut Springs? Not sure. That could be good to get me into it. Clearly that's what I'm craving at the minute, or it could be bad because it might be really bad compared to what Chestnut Springs, and then it will make me annoyed and I won't enjoy it. I'm not sure. We have Binding 13. This is 800 pages. So I did say I was looking for more of an emotional read, and I think that this would be perfect for that. However, I obviously can keep reading this however long I want, but I only really have like 2 full days left of this challenge. Bear in mind I'm working Monday. So I only have a few hours really left, and I want to, if I'm going to read this, I either want to read it all off camera or all on camera, because I feel like it's so long and clearly so deep and emotional that I want it all to be, do you know what I mean? I want all or nothing. I don't want to end the vlog halfway through, and next Tuesday I go to London for a few nights for work, and I can't, this is too big to take with me. So if I don't end up finishing it before then, I'm just gonna have to have a break from it, and that might be really annoying if I love it. So this is definitely up there as I'm probably my most excited read. But I don't think I will, because I need to have more time. Like, I don't want to be on a timeline reading it. Okay, I've got to page 51. We're on chapter 6 now. And I'm really enjoying it. I really like the way that Laurie Gilmore writes. That's not her real name, it's a pen name. I wish it was her real name. But I really love how she writes, so I knew that I'd like it, and I am really enjoying it. It's fun, it gets straight to the point, and I always can relate to her characters, her female characters and her male characters. There's always parts of me that I can see in them. I'm really relating to this female main character. She's very like me, and I feel like a lot of readers will have that. I mean, she literally works in a bookstore. Like, I feel like a lot of people will have the sort of similar traits and thoughts that she has. One thing about me is that I am a Strictly Come Dancing gal. Never really used to be, but since getting my own place, I'm like, I don't know, the Saturday evenings, 6 p.m, locked in, watching celebrities dance badly and well in some ways, is just fun, okay? It's just cute. So it is now 6 p.m. Strictly Come Dancing is going to start soon, and I'm very excited to watch it. I should be doing a food shop right now, but I've run out of time. It's fine. I'll do it tomorrow. It's okay. So I'm going to put that on. And what I tend to do is I do tend to read while I watch it, because one, I only care about the dances, and they do all this VT in between where it's like talking about the backstory, making stupid jokes, and I just don't like any of that. So the actual dances are only 1.5 minutes each. So when the actual dance comes on, I watch it. In between that, I'm on my phone or I'm reading. So that is the plan for tonight. We're going to sort of read on and off and watch Strictly on and off. It should be fun, and have some food. I think I'm going to have a pizza. I'm not sure. We'll see. Cute little evening. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning. It is 10:30. I'm sleepy. I've got my glasses on today. My eyes are really red and dry, so good thing I did that. But then I put on some makeup because I want to pop out and grab some food, and I just want to look slightly more put together. But now my eyes are hurting, so I think I'll be taking off my makeup as soon as I come back. Not that I've put much on, but still. I don't know what I want to do. Basically, it's raining, and it's raining now until like the afternoon. So part of me wants to just run into town, grab my food for the day, and come back and chill and read and lie in bed while it's nice and rainy. And the other part of me is like, well, it's nice and rainy, why don't I go sit in a little cafe in the window and watch the rain? And it'll probably be quiet as well, and then just eat my breakfast there and then come back and chill for the rest of the day. And I feel like part of me doesn't want to do that because she's a bit lazy. Part of me just wants to get cozy, come home. But also part of me is like, it's quite cute to romanticize when it's raining being in a nice cafe. But then I think if I don't get like a nice seat by the window in a cafe, it doesn't really, you know what I mean? The weather doesn't affect it. Where I feel like when it's raining, it's nice to watch the rain. Anyway, I look like shit. My hair is horrible, and I'm feeling so insecure, but it's fine because I'm literally gonna pop out. It's Sunday, I won't be long. So I think I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna bring my book in my tote bag and go to a cafe or whatever, and when I'm there, decide, do I want this to sit in or take away, and just work it out when I'm there. I look like shit. I got so drenched in the rain. But anyway, I picked up another cinnamon bun, the same one I got yesterday, because it was just so nice. I need to have it again. So that's my breakfast. I'm gonna read my book. This one, yes, I know I didn't sit in the cafe, but basically the ones I wanted to sit in, they were all completely full. It was so busy today. I don't know why. I guess because it's raining, no one else knows what to do. So I got a pumpkin cream chai, iced chai. I've never had an iced chai. This is gorgeous. And the pumpkin cream cold foam is so nice. Oh my gosh. And I got brown sugar in it and almond milk. So yeah, lovely. Hopefully that'll keep me awake for some readings. Okay, so she's finished Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Yeah, same thoughts as I said in the last clip. Like, it was really nice. It ended well. I liked the epilogue again. Very, obvious, and a very sort of, very almost too happy, but like, that's good. I like that. So at the end, I rated it, 4 stars, 4.25 stars, and I will definitely be rereading it. So I'm really happy with that one. Now, it is 1 p.m. I'm gonna have lunch soon, although a bit later because I had a late breakfast. I'm gonna do it, okay? So yeah, my friend told me to read this. Everyone on TikTok talks about this series as a whole, it being like one of their favorite series ever, and like one of those series where you can't stop thinking about it. It stays with you, do you know what I mean? Like A Court of Thorns and Roses, Throne of Glass. For me, I've just finished the Plated Prisoner series as well recently. That will stay with me, do you know what I mean? So I will add that to this, okay? And I've not had many 5-star, 6-star reads this year. In fact, Plated Prisoner is the only 6-star read I've had. So I'm hoping this might be up there. But like I said, 800 pages. Whew. However, because everyone talks about how great it is, I'm feeling like I'll like it, so I should get through it quite quickly. Guys, I'll tell you, I have such a bad headache right now. It is so annoying. I think it might be because I've literally been reading all day, and I love reading and I love it, but like when I literally do it for hours on end, I get headaches, and sometimes it's when I'm wearing my glasses, but like I don't know what it is. I think it's just also probably because my brain is working a lot. So do you know what? I need to start actually keeping that in mind, and maybe just having like little breaks, in between reading. Like almost treating it like work, and having like little rest things where I just close my eyes or meditate or whatever in between, so I just don't think for a little bit, because it makes my head hurt. But I enjoy it so much, it's so annoying. So I am 300 pages into binding 13, okay? I'm on page 309 and I'm really enjoying it. It's very, very slow paced. The fact of it being a romance, I'd almost say at the minute, at this stage in the story, it's more of just like a sort of, school coming of age story in essence. But I do like the characters, and there's a lot of dark themes in it, which I can't really talk about on YouTube, but there's a lot of dark themes, and it shows a lot about, well, we haven't seen much about the boy's private life, but the girl's private life, her home life is really horrible, and seeing into that and the trauma that she goes through, it's very well shown. I teared up a lot of times already reading it. So I'm already feeling emotionally attached to characters. I'm already liking a lot of the characters, disliking others. And I'm already rooting for the couple. So I'm 300 pages in. Normally, a lot of romances are done by now, or at least the couple are together by now. But this doesn't feel like it is slow paced, but it doesn't feel slow. It's not like it's slow to read. I feel like they probably still shouldn't get together for another at least 300 pages in order for it to feel right. So we'll see. I can definitely see the hype. I do think that, you know, teenage me or me in school or college or whatever would have ate this up a lot more, like even more. I think teenage me would be like, this is a 5-star read already, you know? Whether I'm thinking this is really good. I don't want to put it down. Like, my head hurts. I've got this headache. Yeah, I don't want to stop reading this. I want to keep reading this all night. I feel like I probably shouldn't though. Hey guys, it's half 8 now. My headache has not gone at all. It's really annoying. It feels like a full-on migraine. I do not feel well. So I'm ready for bed. Oh, you can't see me in there. Never mind. I'm in bed. It's like, I'd normally be going to bed 9 anyway, so I'm just in bed a bit earlier. And I'm just gonna do some crocheting. I haven't crocheted in literally months. Like, I started it sort of summer and I just haven't touched it since like July, not since moving here. So I'm gonna just do a bit of crochet because my head hurts. I don't want to read. I don't want to read on my phone. I don't want to go on my phone. I don't want to look at a screen. So this is the perfect thing to do. It's like easy. My head's not going crazy. I'm not thinking loads. So I'm going to do that for a little bit and just hope that this headache passes. Morning, everyone. I have this one bit of hair that is just... What is this? I mean, this side's not great either. Anyway, we're washing my hair tonight, so it's fine. I'm back from the gym. I'm about to start work. I've got my little brekkie. And I'm feeling good. I really did not sleep well last night. I kept waking up. And you know when you wake up and you almost have like... I had anxiety, but not for anything in particular. It was just general. I just felt on edge. And so I kind of just had to sit up for like an hour and just go on my phone. And I did some reading on my phone on Kindle and just, you know, calm down, essentially. But I'm okay. I'm glad I went to the gym. I did a little bit of cardio and I seem to feel a little bit better having like let it out. And yeah, I'm now working. It's quite a heavy day at work, so I'm excited for my evening to relax. On my lunch break, I just need to pop to send a parcel before I obviously go away for a few days, and pick up. I did buy some food this morning, but I actually have some room for more food in my like meal plan, all of that, so I might go pick up something else as well. But yeah, plan is I'll probably read some of this on my lunch break. I think it's good to maybe split it up a little bit. So yeah, I'll probably read for like 20 minutes on my lunch break. That's it. And then, you know, after work, like 5 hours later, I'll read again. I think I will finish this tonight because I have been waiting to pick it up again and I've been excited to read it. It's just that my head was killing. It is 12:40. I have 20 minutes left of my break. I've had some soup, I've had a sandwich, I've had a nice lunch. I feel very full and tired. In terms of reading, I actually got some done before work because I was done like 10 minutes early, so I read for a little bit extra. So I'm currently on page 423. So I'm over halfway through now. And what I will say, I have so many thoughts on this book, but I don't want to spend ages talking about it. Basically, you know, I'm over halfway through. There's been no kiss, no close to kissing, nothing like that between the characters. And I think I like that. But do you know why I like that? I've realised is I don't think I actually like the romance. However, the friendship between the two main characters, I'm really loving. And the fact that they sort of look out for each other, I'm really, really loving. And I love the friendship element. So to be honest, I can't say that I'm bothered about them having a relationship. And I think, to be honest, if by the end of this book they are in a relationship, I don't think I'll buy the second one because I don't really care about their relationship. I want them to both be happy because I like the characters, but other than that, I'm not too bothered. However, yeah, their friendship I'm really liking, and I like a lot of the other characters, and I like the backstory. There's a lot of emotional backstory. I mean, yeah, look, I'm halfway through, there's no kissing, nothing. So it's like, most of it has been showing the backstory, the trauma behind all the characters and giving backstory, and yeah. So those two things are just really making it hard to view it as a romance. I'm enjoying it more as sort of like a litfic friendship, to be honest, than I am anything romantic. In fact, I really don't want it to get romantic, but obviously know that it will. I know that the brother in this, I quite like the brother character in this, and I know that he and his girlfriend are the next two books after these first two, so I might just skip ahead to the brother's books if once I finish this one, because I would like to read more, but maybe not necessarily about these two's relationship. Good evening, I finished work. I finished this Whopper. I'm very hungry, it's nearly time for dinner, but I basically read a load of my lunch break and I've literally just completely binged it after work. Now, I have never been in such conflict with a book in my life, I don't think. Part of me hates it. Part of me is now absolutely on edge wanting to read the next one. I don't know what to do. Let's do the journey, okay? Because it was a long book. So at first I liked it because there was something to do with the writing, the characters, whatever. I don't know. I don't actually know why I liked it to begin with, but I just couldn't put it down, okay? It moved fairly quickly, although still it feels like not a lot happened in it. But I was intrigued with the characters, and yeah, their backgrounds are trauma. I've talked about that. Kept reading it, got to about halfway through. Still enjoying it, still wanting to read it, but to be honest, I think the main thing of that was that I'm just loving reading at the minute, so I just was excited to pick it up. But I think I would have had that with any other book, so not so sure. Got 3/4 of the way through and started to hate it, and the reason why is because I started to more analyse the text and what was being said and sort of look at it a bit more, I don't want to say deeply, but you know, look at it a bit more. And oh my gosh, like the whole her being small thing, it was ridiculous. And she was so helpless, and to the point where she couldn't do anything for herself, the female main character. So at one point, like, he even makes her take paracetamol. Like, she can't even do that herself. He has to give her the paracetamol in her mouth. Like, I don't know, I can see why she's been written that way, and the background, she's got a very abusive household that she lives in that is honestly traumatic, and those scenes, I've been tearing up at every scene, it's awful. And so I can see why she's portrayed her that way. But I don't know, it was hard to like her as a character. I don't know, I felt a lot of sympathy for her, but then also she didn't seem to have much character development. It was kind of just the same thing throughout. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, and it really just got on my nerves 3/4 of the way through. I was like, oh my god, we get it, she's small, okay. And it got a bit repetitive, you know, they'd go in there and the female main character would go in his car and they'd talk, he'd drop her home. Few days later, she'd go in his car and they'd talk and he'd drop her home. Like, it was just kind of the same thing. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm really sick of this now. Can we have it go somewhere or not? Like, I do feel like at least 300 pages of this book could have been edited out, but whatever. And then, like, the last 100 pages, the male main character gets an injury in the rugby sport he plays, and he is, you know, like in the hospital on a lot of morphine and stuff, and it was really funny. He was like saying really funny things, the dialogue was great, the relationships between his parents and the female main character and his friend and him were all really funny, and it was really great. And I liked it a lot more, and I liked that scene, and it's kind of felt a bit more real and lighthearted. And then the last scene and chapter was essentially a cliffhanger. The last scene and chapter was extremely graphic of this female main character's horrible home life, and it was, oh my god, I'm still like, you might be able to hear, I'm still like choked up. It was awful to read, and it kind of ends not knowing what happens next with that. So as much as the book cringed me out, I couldn't tell you much of what happened. It did feel very long. and a lot of the concepts within it, the two together in a romance, I'm still not keen on. However, you know, nothing really happened between them. They kissed like 2 times and that was kind of it, so fine. But so part of me is like, okay, it's done, cool. But now the other part of me, there is something within my stomach that is this like little fire of me going, I need to know what happens next. But not necessarily a relationship, just I need to know what happens to each of the characters. I need to know what happens to the girl. I need to know what happens to her family, because it ended on this cliffhanger. Like, but then I know that the next book is also really long. Like, how is it gonna, I don't know. So yeah, I'm stuck. I'm like, do I just leave it now or do I read the next one? I feel like if I read the next one, I'm basically gonna read it to get the answer to the cliffhanger and then just stop reading it after that. I don't know. My headache yesterday, whenever it was, yeah, it was yesterday. I've had a bit of one today and I think I'm a bit burnt out, not from work or anything. I think from reading. I think I'm just having, not a slump, but I'm just a bit, I've been reading a bit on my Kindle Unlimited, on and off. And when I read on there, it's not as bad. But I think when I read on paper, it hurts my head and my eyes more. And then I get a bit more burnt out. But to be fair, I've literally read like, what, 8 books in this video? 9 books? I don't even know at this point. And I have time to read more. I'm ending this video early. Like, but it's fine, don't worry, there'll be another reading vlog up soon, because the rest of this week I'm gonna take to just not really read much. I mean, I'm going, you know, away for work for most of this week, so I won't have much time anyway. But if I do read, it will be on my phone, on the train or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little reading pause. And I think that's probably good, is to keep giving myself breaks, because even if I'm loving it, doing any hobby constantly will get you burnt out. Because like if I sat and watched Netflix constantly, eventually I would feel miserable, you know, like I'd need a break from it. So yeah, it's fine, it's normal, it's all good. And I have been reading a lot, very intensely, so maybe just start reading a little bit less and slowly building it back up again. But yeah, I've got a busy week ahead of me, so that's fine. It's a good excuse to have a nice little break. I think when I come back, I will be having a sort of light, either a light romance again or a light cozy fantasy. Probably a cozy fantasy, but who knows? I mean, it's Halloween soon. It will have passed when this is up. But when I'm filming this, it's Halloween very soon, in a few days. So I think cozy fantasy sounds good. But anyway, yes, my hair is a mess. Oh my God. I kind of summarized my thoughts earlier about this week. It was really fun. I do think the best way for me to read is to change genres up, you know, and just mood read. I think that is the most effective way. But it was fun to only read romance, and it did bring me back into the genre. And I think if I get sick of a genre, it's fine, I can go back into another one. But I think it reminded me how many good romance books there are out there. And there are a lot of BookTok recommended romances that I haven't read that are like short, cute ones. And I am gonna start reading them, I think. I wasn't before because I thought, not for me. But now I'm thinking maybe they are for me. It's okay. I'm not gonna be all snobby about it anymore. Not that I was, but I mean, I was a bit like, I'm not gonna like it, it's not intricate enough for me. But actually, I'm loving the easy reads right now. So anyway, I read so many books in this video. I'm so tired. I definitely needed a break. Like the fact that I read that 800-page book in like such a small amount of time, basically one evening. Mad. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to join my book club, please do. The link is below. It's free and we read one book together every month, and the theme is that every month the book that I pick is either a fantasy or a romance or both, with a strong male main character. Essentially, that's the only criteria. The last book that we read was When the Moon Hatched, but that might just be finishing up now. I'm not sure what the next one will be, but let me know if you have a specific choice. And I will be back soon with another reading vlog, another weekly thing, daily thing, whatever. And yeah, I'm excited to read. I want to read, but physically I'm just gonna have a little break. But I think that's good to do every now and then, you know? I loved crocheting last night, but if I did that now every day, every evening for like 3 hours every day, 3-4 hours every single day, I'd get burnt out from it, so it's normal. But no, I had a really nice time though, and I'm really happy that I read all those books and they were really fun, and I really honestly just want to buy more now. It's probably good that I have a little break because it means that I'm not buying more books for my physical TBR, because every time I read a book I'm like, I've got to buy a new one now. I've got to buy a new one. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what other videos you'd like to see, and yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye.